Oh man, ferns just completely grew up here and choked out my throw and grow food plot, and it is all ruined. Or is it? What's up guys, it's Dwayne from Mountain Buck. Today we're doing an update video on my early spring throw and grow food plot that I put in 8 or 9 weeks ago now. I used Comeback Kid and No BS from Domain Outdoor. I got out here in early spring before the ferns grew up, before the trees had leaves on them. And my idea here was to replicate nature. You notice that the leaves on the trees are the last things to develop. That gives the stuff, the vegetation on the ground, time to get that sunlight and time to get established and get growing before they are blocked out by the leaves. They block out the sun. I had the same concept here with my early throw and grow spring food plot. I wanted to get in here and get the No BS and the Comeback Kid established before the ferns grew up and took over. Now, what do we have here? It looks like we have just a bunch of ferns choking the life out of whatever's out here, but take a closer look. While it looks like this is just a whole mess of ferns, look a little bit closer. Underneath those ferns is tons of great forage for deer from that No BS and that Comeback Kid. Planting them early allowed them to get established before the ferns grew up and covered them completely. There are beautiful little pockets of growth in here where that stuff is absolutely thriving. Tons of clovers and brassicas and oats popping up all over the place. And one of the things to keep in mind is that these ferns don't grow super tight and compact close to each other. They are spread out a bit, which leaves room in and amongst them to grow this good stuff. And this good stuff is growing in and amongst these ferns. It's actually competing with them in some of the areas. And these videos are really cool that I'm showing you, but check out how the deer like them. They were in here 2 weeks after planting, and they've been coming back and hitting this spot time and time again. This doe comes in here, hits this spot, rolls on through before making her way out. And again, another deer coming in, hitting this No BS and this Comeback Kid. And you can see they're taking their time in here. They're grazing, they're getting mouthfuls of this good stuff, this good food in here, and they're identifying it as a food source that they're gonna return to later on. So if you have crazy fern growth with acidic soil like I do up here, don't give up on the idea of an early spring throw and grow food plot that's going to attract deer, because you could definitely still get it done. As I keep up on this space a little bit, working on it each year, I'll definitely maximize the forage production and lessen the ferns over time. For now, I'm going to take my grass whip here and knock down some of these ferns to give that stuff underneath a little bit more chance to breathe and grow. As always, the links as we talk about are in the description below. Guys, get yourself some killer mountain buck gear. Do me a favor, hook me up and hit subscribe. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one.